Hey, what it do though? This your boy AJ. Other Deep Thought. I'm back at it again once again, man. As you can see, I'm back on the live tip. And I'm mad right now. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, bro. I'm mad as hell, bro. I'm mad as a motherfucker. I'm gonna keep it all the way real, bro. I'm mad for a lot of reasons, but the main reason why I'm mad is because of this weak ass situation going on involving C-Webb, Doug Christie, and his wife Jackie. Now, I don't know where it started. I don't know where the rumors came from. I don't even know where the rumors come about. But as far as I know, there have been rumors spewing out saying that C-Webb did something with Doug Christie's wife back in the day. And as a result, they saying that C-Webb probably have fathered one of their kids. So, before I start the video, man, I just want to say everything I'm saying and everything that I'm talking about is alleged. Because C-Webb and Doug Christie are already coming out talking about they finna file lawsuits on people, suing them for defamation of character, all because of what's going on in the internet. And the first person they going after is Corey Holcomb. And Corey Holcomb actually responded back to him. So we finna go and get into this video, man. I apologize for the long wait, man. StreamYard, they was playing games with me. So we finna go and get into this video. Shout out to the brother, my boy, Forgotten Kings TV. You did what I'm saying. Shout out to my homie Sensei Rip for the video, man. We finna go and get into it. You feel me? I ain't finna play no games with y'all. It's finna be a long video. Let's get it. Hold up. Something going on with the video right now. I don't know what's going on with it. Something going on with it. Okay, yeah, something going on with the video right now. So we're gonna have to stop that. But we're gonna get back into it. Like I said before, we're talking about Chris Webber and the situation with Doug Christie and his wife and the rumors that's being spruiled out right now. So we trying to get everything together. Yeah, the video still ain't the video still ain't trying to pop up. So like I say before, we finna get into it. There's a lot of rumors been going around the internet lately, man. Y'all, people that's jumping into the live, jumping into the chat, man. Y'all tell me what city, what state y'all coming from, man. Make sure y'all show love to the channel. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. If you support this channel over here, you feel what I'm saying? So we just trying to get some technical difficulties out the way. A lot of technical difficulties going on due to the fact that the internet undefeated. Everybody got something to say about something for no apparent reason. It's crazy, man. And like I say, you got to be careful out here. You got to be careful, man. You most definitely got to be careful because these folks out here ain't playing no games, man. You can't be putting folks' name on stuff and think ain't nobody gonna respond. That's why when I make videos, I make it clear that everything is fair use and everything is alleged. I ain't got time for none of that nonsense, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big channel. I'm not no big time YouTuber or none of that. I'm just a dude that like to make videos. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm just a dude that like to make videos. I'm not no big time dude. I'm not that kind of person. I just like making videos. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. That's why I don't worry about the nonsense that be coming out. Cause everybody else, Everybody else just trying to blow up on her. Me, I don't give a damn if I do, if I don't. You feel me? I just like making videos. I just like doing stuff. So that be what I be on. I don't really be caring about what other people be on. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we finna go and pull the video up of C Webb actually, you know, he calling people out, calling out the internet, calling out like I said, Corey Holcomb, which he actually responded to it. We finna go and get into the video. Shout out to the brothers to say real.
Man, the internet is undefeated, huh? That's why I'm gonna give this friendly reminder to some of my friends out there that you can't believe everything you read, see, or hear on the internet.
Facts.
Especially when they're all lies. No proof, just made up lies.
Facts.
So I'm gonna take this opportunity to issue my one and only advisory. If you have a platform and you have content with my name attached to lies, take it down now. And to those that started the rumor, that started the lies and then continued to spread the lies, I dare you not to take it down. I dare you to repeat a lie. You're not going to defame my name. And of course, the lawyers are in action. Of course, the lawyers are in motion and are motivated. But that's that. If anyone else that wants some insight and a story or some tools of how to get through the distractions, how to stay focused during the bull, go get my book. By God's grace.
So for the YouTubers who, you know, either came up with the rumor or made up the rumor, you might be getting a lawsuit in your hands. You know what I'm saying? Looks like C Webb ain't playing. And like I said, Doug Christie, he issue out saying he gonna sue Corey Holcomb and anyone else who put his name, used his name in whatever video. And see, this is why as a content creator, you got to be careful. Because a lot of these people, they'll be so quick to try to stop your hustle. You did what I'm saying? That's why you gotta but again, you can't just use a person's name and say anything and think they're not gonna respond to you. You just can't do that. You gotta be careful. That's why everything I do is fair use. Everything I do is alleged. I don't even say what is what. I'm just telling you a story. I'm the news, goddammit. That's all I am. I'm just the news. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a reporter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no, you feel me? I'm a podcaster, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not even a blogger. I'm a podcaster because I talk my ish on here. I don't, you feel me? I don't care about these celebrities and I don't care about their personal life. Whatever they got going is their business. I don't give a damn. You feel me? That's why you got to be careful, man. But let's get back to the video.
By God's grace. By God's grace. It's crazy. The enemy wants us to be distracted, man. You gotta put your blinders on. Stay focused, man. Stay focused, man. Stay focused.
Yo, what's up? This bruh, man, from the fifth floor.
A credit card that you from the Fab Five.
Let's go back.
Stay focused, man. Stay focused.
Yo, what's up? This bruh, man, from the fifth floor. And you tuned in to Forgotten Kings TV.
We probably need to really address the thing where my brother from the Fab Five, Chris Webber, name is in the news now. And Chris Webber has a video out now where a lot of stuff he's not happy about. And I want to say to the brother Chris Webber, man, do you know once your name is out there, all of these people who do these, especially the AI videos, they're cowards who are going to hide behind a credit card that you're going to pay lawyers to go and deal with, and it's going to lead to so many dead ends. I know what it feels like to be misrepresented when people speak.
Fact.
Trust me. But brother Chris, man, they gonna come up with, they gonna lie about this, they gonna lie about that. It's part of this world called the internet.
It's part of the game.
You really can't believe everything you see on the internet that they say about people, but what the fuck is true? That's what we want to know. Is everybody off with what they say, brother Chris, about what's happening? Because people get information and people say, I don't like the fact that people say, oh, he talking about Corey and 5150. So we didn't say nothing about him like that, because I watched again what we said.
Yeah.
Chris, you said you heard,
Right.
and we heard things about this, that, and the other. And I was talking about having people over around your wife, and I stand on everything I said. Because I wouldn't have no man in my house hanging with my wife.
Fact.
So with that being said, I would say to my brother Chris, who was, you know what I'm saying, phenomenal in college. He did, I mean, the NBA, he got his money, you know what I'm saying? What we want to know, since you're coming on the internet, is what happened, brother. And you used to say, it ain't none of your business, but I saw something where you was talking about it. So it is.
And that's why it's important to, and I always say this, whatever you put on the internet is on there forever. You know what I'm saying? So if Chris Reb did talk about the situation somewhere, then that means somebody had to get that information from that particular person just so they can put it on the internet. Because ain't nobody gonna know about nothing if everything is covered up and buried. But if ain't nothing covered up and buried and it's all public record, then it's like, okay, why is you upset and mad? All right, if this ain't true, it ain't real, ain't no sense of putting no name on it nor speaking on it. Now, again, like I said, I don't know nothing. So I'm going to just keep it like that. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's fake. And I'm going to just keep it like that. So all I'm going to say is, when you put certain things out there, understand they're going to be people that going to want information and they're going to want to use it for their own monetary gain. Because it's all about the money at the end of the day. Like, let's keep it real. It's all about the money. Don't no one really care about whether or not if you just being a good person, humble spirit, all that. If they hear any negative about you and it's some juicy type of gossip, you already know people gonna talk about that. That's just the way of the world or what we living in today. And I feel like Chris Webber, you know, who is a good brother, a solid brother, his name got caught up in that, in something that we don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what it is. So, and I feel like because we don't know what it is, you know, pertaining of Doug Christie and his wife and things that people said happened. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a rumor. Everything is alleged. Ain't none of this is true until somebody actually confirms. So everybody's just going off the hearsay. Let's get back to the video.
is the business of the internet.
Shout out to
Everything
the
you put on
chat,
internet
man.
is
Shout out to
gonna be a
everybody
people
that's in the
business,
chat.
especially if you are
Know what I'm
a
saying?
famous
Show love
person
to the channel.
that
Hit
people
like,
want to be able to say something bad about anyway. Because I get people saying stuff about me, and I watch some of it, and I'll be like, "You're so off. What are you talking about? That's not even what happened." But whatever happened, brother Chris, maybe you should put it out there on the internet instead of putting it out there about the lawyers, because man, you ain't finna chase these garbage ass pages of AI down with lawyers because it's too expensive. The world is full of scumbags. They're gonna do things to not be straight up. They don't care about being straight up. In fact, some of them want to misrepresent the truth. We hope that you can tell the truth about what happened, because the truth is the truth. And if it comes out in bits and pieces, why don't you stand on what you did? Because something happened, didn't it? Huh? Something happened, brother. You know what I'm saying? Something happened, and it's out there. And I think it's better if you give your word about what happened instead of saying, you know, hey, lawyers on deck. It was good to see him again, too, because I ain't seen Chris Webber.
Yeah, real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, here go brother Chris. A lot of us, especially people who are basketball fans, we know you. We root for you, but if you was smashing old boy wife, put it out there, because it's out there.
Yeah, we were the last of the, people.
And that's all that I'm saying in this video. All I heard was a rumor that somebody that came to say that it could be true. I can't confirm nothing, not finna try to confirm anything, but there are people saying that it is true. So if it's already public record, I feel like you can't really say defamation if it's already been public record. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like in certain situations, you just really gotta pay attention. You really gotta pay attention, man. Like for real. Like, cause something had to happen. You know what I'm saying? Doug Christie is suing, like something is going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a disconnect with the story in between this shit. Let's get back to it.
People talk about like,
over the
man, almost everybody smashes somebody's wife, man. This is America, man. Ain't nobody straight up, man. The women ain't straight up, the men ain't straight up. But I tell you what, the truth is something that has no alibi. That's what I say.
100%.
Hey, you know, I don't want none of y'all to say nothing about it if you don't feel to say nothing.
I mean, you know, I know with ex-athletes, especially the ones on that level, a Chris Webber level, dominant, they're not used to, just people having opinions, or they don't really understand the landscape of what we do as artists. We're just talking about public information.
Facts.
Internet story.
That's it.
Yeah, so
that's it.
Yeah, so it's been
We
out
ain't
there.
hiding behind AI. We right here.
But we love
Exactly.
you. But as
We on
comedians,
camera.
you know, we're sensitive, but we also have thicker skin than the average person. And most athletes ain't used to the level of scrutiny that we're, that we
No, but hold on. Let me say something. I ain't no coward, motherfucker. If you was fucking that dude wife while they was married, you a dirtbag for that.
straight up.
You a dirtbag for that.
Yep.
If
Ain't no
that's what
question.
happened. But I'm saying, like, that don't make me hate you, because I done fuck people wife. Huh? It's just I'm not Chris Webber. So it ain't like it is with you, brother. They this is something where they got somebody that major broadcasting companies have put money behind. So of course they're gonna run with it more with you. But yeah, I mean, girl get smashed.
Don't get mad at us, man. Men that relationship with Jalen Rose.
Say that again.
I said, don't be mad at us. Men that relationship with Jalen Rose, man.
What you say about
Him and Jalen Rose, they ain't seen eye to eye in years because of something that happened in Michigan with the booster.
Who ain't seen eye to eye?
Jalen Rose and Chris Webber.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's something that I would publicly work on that, because you brothers made history together. You know, show us who you are through the relationships, you build and cherish, man. But all this hearsay shit that's going on with the shit we talk about on these podcasts, man, that ain't shit, man. We love you out here.
What about the
real.
sensitivity of athletes? It's crazy because I saw Jalen Rose on the plane, and I think Jalen Rose is a very pleasant individual.
Mm-hmm.
I think he goes out his way to be a good guy.
Right.
I really feel that about Jalen Rose.
Right.
But even though he was speaking to me, one day when I said something about old girl on ESPN.
Oh, that's right, because he was married to her?
Yeah, I could tell it kind of bothered him. But I'm like, that ain't even your wife no more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to bring up Jalen Rose, throw Jalen Rose's name in the motherfucking mix on some bullshit. But what I'm saying is, it seems like athletes are very sensitive about
their
business. But homie, if you messing with a Molly off ESP, you dig? Your business gonna be out there. I love you, brother. I know Jalen Rose a good guy.
They said they made up. Well, that's cool. I mean,
I'm glad they made up because they, like you said, they part of history. But, I'm just bringing out these sensitive athletes, man. Come on, man.
But I think what it is, Corey, too, is that just what you said. They are athletes. They are not. This is new. This world of internet and
used
people
to
having
this.
access to.
They not used to the social media era. See, back in the day, when there was no social media, when there was no kind of quick and fast, easy way for athletes and movie stars and musicians to interact with their fans. The only way a musician or athlete could interact with their fans was if they go to a basketball game, go to a football game, go to a concert, or you buy any magazine that they own. Social media didn't exist, so certain things you could do and get away with it. But now, because of the internet, because of social media, you can't do nothing and try to get away with it. Like, you gonna get caught, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like because of this rumor, everybody is so intrigued to try to see, is it true or not? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Chris Webber he's becoming like, it hit him a certain way, you feel me? And I feel like I agree with Corey. Like, maybe the story may need to be told. You know what I'm saying? Is it? Maybe somebody need to tell the story. Some got to be said sooner or later. But let's get back to the video.
People's business or what they think is their business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
right,
they're not used to that. So even though they're sensitive athletes, I don't think they're not used to that.
That's the word, D.
Yeah.
The business they think, because
Right.
their salary is put out there.
Right.
A lot of their business is put out there.
Right.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
now-
And we can't clash with people like Chris Webber and
Yeah.
Jalen Rose on no sensitive shit.
Nah, hell
I'm
no.
never finna talk crazy about Jalen Rose or Chris Webber, because I would be lying if I didn't. Man, I was like, oh, it's awesome to watch these guys put it together. You get what I'm saying? That'd be some hypocritical shit.
Facts.
But we
Facts.
fucking hoes. Is that? Look, Doug Christie's wife would be considered a whore.
If this is true, right? Yeah.
What?
Like,
we fuck hoes. If it get out there, don't hide from it, because
Facts.
it's nothing to be embarrassed about. Now, if you are messing with men, I don't give a fuck how great an athlete you are. You got to get...
man,
But I'm saying, ain't nothing to be ashamed of. Smashing 304s, like the people who want the internet dollars to say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's misinformation out there, man. You can't fight it out. Like, it's this dude in Africa. His name is O'Shea Duke Jackson. He puts misinformation out there about people. Don't mean I don't like him, but I just wish O'Shea Duke Jackson would understand. Brother, you in Africa, you don't know what's happening down here in these motherfucking streets. I lay you to death, but you in Africa. He said I was talking about Ari Spears on this one rant I went on. I wasn't talking about Ari Spears. I was talking about the one dude. I'm trying, because I say Ari Spears' name because he sued us.
Right.
I normally call him the gooey raccoon. But I wasn't talking about Ari Spears when I was talking about this comedian that was bogus. I was talking about somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen the Players Club? You remember the dude who was in there with Ice Cube?
Uh-huh.
On the Players Club? He got knocked out by Michael Clark Duncan. Blah. I ain't gonna never say his name, but I'm just saying, it's the wrong dude, and I say like, O'Shea, you got to make sure you know. You can't make a video saying he's talking about Ari Spears.
Right.
I'm like, bro, come on now. I wasn't talking about Ari Spears. I don't got a show where I'm talking about Ari Spears all the time. I mean, Ari Spears, he's a piece of shit. He made a video where he looked at his little boys like this and thought that was funny.
Right.
That ain't funny, motherfucker. People show the truth in their art. That's another thing. People show the truth in their art. When you see people making videos like that, I'm not saying it's true, but truth is in our art as entertainers. And I'm jumping a lot of places, but I'm just letting it be known, man. Misinformation on the internet is everywhere. I don't listen to AI pages. Once I start hearing that voice talk, he heard. I'll be like, cut it off. I don't listen to AI pages. That's garbage. I want to look at you in your eye and see who you are talking and what you standing on.
Man, what?
And Chris, when you see them AI pages, man, you'll be throwing away so much money chasing them garbage-ass pages. I heard they may be shutting down them AI pages.
Really?
Well, you have to stand up and show who you are.
When you upload a video, there's a link, there's a box you check that says, is this AI or altered material?
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, for sure.
I think it's cowardly to put out a lot of AI pages. I don't think people should watch AI pages because it's a voice that's been generated gossiping.
Right. There's no one taking
and lying a lot.
No one taking accountability.
Right. There's nobody taking account. Right. So I'm just saying, we saw you, brother Chris. We bold enough to say it because it ain't no hate on this end. We got love for you, dog. But if you smashing the old boy wife, we want to hear about it because that hoe was crazy. That hoe was telling that man he can't go nowhere without her.
Yeah.
That man used to do little signs up in the stands. I heard every time he scored, saluting his wife, and she getting saluted in bed on the Fab Five side of the game.
Possibly.
You know, athletes do it,
and that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, again, I don't know. It's all rumors. But, bruh, some stuff had been said. And if it's true or not, I don't know if it is. I don't know if it isn't. I ain't finna get into that. But you might need to confirm something. Like, something gonna have to be said because, you know what I'm saying? People gonna keep saying it. Even if you do go out and sue. Hell, you may come from my channel, even though I'm not talking about you. I'm not even talking about the situation. I'm just throwing something out there. You feel what I'm saying? But the point that I'm making is, if something has been said, you might need to go on and say, no. You might need to confirm something. You done already say it's lies, so you done already confirmed it's lies. It ain't true. You know what I'm saying? You done already let it be known that it ain't true. So there's nothing else to be said. It should be case closed now. Let's get back to the video.
To regular people all day long. So, you know, that's who my voice is for, the regular nigga. Like, if he was smashing the plumber or the electrician's wife, wouldn't nobody give a fuck. But that nigga's a human too.
Yeah.
You know,
smashing the plumber wife, you know, she like.
I like to know who Cap
money
is.
From pipes. You know what pipe work? You know what I'm saying?
She was a wild one.
Let's talk about it, y'all. That was Corey Holcomb responding to Chris Webber, warning platforms and others, speaking on the rumors involving him and former teammate Doug Christie's wife. Okay, for those who may not know, a couple of weeks ago, it was rumored that Chris Webber not only
Kevin Brew, that's your name. You said stop tearing down people. My brother, who I'm tearing down. Did I not just say they are all rumors? Ain't nobody confirm anything. It will only be a teardown if I say it's true. I don't know what is true. That ain't for me to decide. That decide for the people in the party. Let's get back to the video.
Slept with Doug Christie's wife. The baby, you know, the child between Doug Christie and his wife, they're saying belongs to Chris Webber. Okay, this is why a lot of people took to social media to give their reactions to these shocking claims. Of course, after doing some research, like I said in the video earlier, Corey Holcomb was one of the only, if not the only, credible platform that spoke on these rumors. Okay, as you've seen in the video posted earlier today, Craig Smith, he spoke about it. Corey Holcomb gave his take, right, speaking on what he's seen in regards of his perspective with Doug Christie and his interactions with his wife out in public and things of that nature. But, you know, Corey Holcomb, they weren't the ones who broke the story. You know, like I said, you go on YouTube and you'll see there's a shit ton of pages covering this story. Okay, you'll see a headline that says, you know, Chris Webber in jail. You're like, come on, y'all. Now, again, those who are familiar with the content creating space, we know what time it is, right? But somebody like Chris Webber, I could understand. He might not be tech savvy. He might not be on YouTube like that. So he don't know. You know what I mean? He probably getting phone calls because, again, the headlines sound crazy. Yep. You slept with your teammate's wife, and after, you know what I mean, all these years, they finding out the baby is yours? I mean, come on, y'all.
Yep.
And Corey, he just speaking on, you know, having certain reservations about having your friends around because of situations like this. So, like I said, Chris Webber, he has to understand. One thing Corey said is very correct. You're going to waste a lot of money trying to take down all of these pages. You know what I mean? Now, if anything, he should have addressed it. He should have said, listen, man, I don't get down like that. You know what I mean? Try to get ahead of the rumors. Because now I think it's a matter of just seeing the numbers and, you know what I mean, the views. And you're starting to realize people are paying attention. You know, and it's not just Chris Webber in this situation. It's been going on for years when it comes to just certain videos that pop up on your feed, you know, and you see the title, you're like, oh, shit. And you watch the video and you realize the whole, you know, commentary is AI generated. Somebody put a script together. Yep. You know, this is a business for some. They don't give a damn about journalistic integrity. You get what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. There's people who are literally creating AI pages just to tear people down. That's why I left that that person's comment that came at me like that. Like, there are AI pages that are built and made just to talk about fake rumors and get paid off it. Mess around and run up 100,000 subs in about a month. It's crazy out here. So I understand why Webber want to sue, but he gonna be wasting a whole lot of millions trying to tear down these AI pages. Cause once one gets stopped, it's gonna be 20 more that gonna get rebuilt. Like, the game is crazy out here.
And I can see people calling Chris Webber like, yo, what the hell is going on, man? Now, again, as you can see here on the screen, look at this. Like I said, I mean, they saying Chris Webber getting sued, and as you can see here, Corey Holcomb was one of the very few platforms who spoke on the rumors. You know what I mean? And the way people reacted to it, it was as if, you know, he was breaking the story, but essentially he was just speaking on a trending topic that everyone on social media was reacting to. Now, again, as you can see right here, you know, pages putting this content out there. And again, this is raising a concern about AI and what's to come. You know what I mean? In regards of how long before AI continues to take over, right? Because as you can see,
it's taking
AI,
over.
Whether in music, Hollywood,
it's taking over.
There's so many ways to exploit all of these sectors using AI. Let's just keep it real. Timberland was just facing a lot of controversy right after apparently attempting to sign an AI artist. Of course, he had to clarify the controversy because a lot of people were upset. You know, the fear of being replaced. I mean, even in this space of YouTube, those who create content, you know, they ask you, is it okay if AI, you know, studies your channel and learns you? This is the questions they ask when you're uploading content.
Yep.
For the, you know, viewing audience who might not know, they also ask you, are you using AI in your videos? You know what I mean? Is there AI alter content, you know what I mean, in the videos? So, you know, obviously YouTube, they're doing their best to try to crack down on it. But again, like I said, there are definitely advantages, especially when you can see somebody like a
Like AI is a mother though. AI is a straight mother. And I remember making a video about, I made a video about the Jay-Z AI rap. Somebody called themselves making a song with an AI generated Jay-Z. And it sounds just like Jay-Z, rap like Jay-Z and everything. And I said, is AI finna take over the industry? A lot of people didn't watch that video. Now, a whole year later, AI done took over damn near everything already. It's crazy.
YouTube who generates billions of dollars, right? They pay content creators all of this money. But in the end, imagine a world where they could use AI to do exactly what we do, right? Cover content and not have to pay creators. I mean, come on. This is what I mean. This raises a whole different conversation, not to go on a whole rant, but again, you know, you have to understand the world that we're living in now, right? And content creation. And understanding this is a business. Everyone, they don't have that journalistic integrity when covering content. They got a team, they putting a script together, they putting the craziest thumbnail, the craziest headline to get the engagement, to get to, you know what I mean, to get the interaction from the audience. And you have to have discernment. You have to know what's bullshit. And I get it. A lot of people are lying out here for views, man, because it ain't really a lot to talk about. Outside the Diddy case, you know, it ain't really a lot to talk about as much. You know what I mean? Which means now you got to really put out dope content. You know what I mean? And like I said, Chris Webber is sending out this warning. I understand, because it could be affecting his brand. I mean, come on. You did what?
To who?
That's why Corey Holcomb said, you know, how about address it? Did you do it? That's probably your best bet. And then 2025 moving forward, you want to do your best as far as getting ahead of the rumors, because it could get out of control. You know, some they have the old school mindset of, you know, you don't really have to address it. Then you got those who feel like, you know, all publicity is good publicity, but to point the finger or to try to prevent those from reacting, that's going to be impossible. Because now people are covering news 24 hours. You get what I mean? And it's going to be hard to essentially pinpoint the individuals responsible. You know, it's easy to go at Tasha K. It's easy to go at TMZ and Jason Lee. You get what I mean? TMZ, they probably one of the top platforms that made a living off of creating a platform centered around gossip, news, entertainment. You know, it's just the evolution of media and where we are today. And individuals like Chris Webber and those, they have to understand this is a new day. That doesn't mean people have the freedom to, you know, lie on your name and spread gossip. No, that's not what I'm saying. But understand, look at these platforms who have these guests on, right? They are paid guests doing paid interviews. Now you're starting to see people take the stand in trials. You get what I mean? It makes you wonder, are they doing it for justice or are they doing it for a check? You get what I mean? Are they really credible? A lot of things you got to sit back and wonder. You see these people, you know, they passing them around too. It's several platforms. They interview once. It's crazy where we are now. One person. All it takes is one person to get one interview, and now everybody interviewing them. That's just how it is, man. And as long as people paying for interviews, there's no telling what you're going to see in the headline, right? Look at Orlando Jones. Orlando Brown. Yeah, here we go. It's Orlando Jones. Damn. Orlando Brown. Look at him. Despite people knowing he's saying wild shit, they'll still pay him to have him on the platform. You know what I mean? To spread what some would say are lies, rumors. Come on. That's what I mean. It's a dirty game, man. And you have to have some, you know, level of integrity. At least I try to with this platform, because again, it's tough. You know, like I said, everyone don't have the same mindset. But again, y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on Corey Holcomb and his response to Chris Webber?
Yeah, we're going to stop the video right here, man. Shout out to the brother, Sensei Rip, of the Forgotten Kings channel, man. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to him for the video once again. Shout out to the channel. You feel me? Forgotten Kings TV. Before I get up out of here, man, I just want to say this about this whole situation, man. I just want to say this whole thing. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel for Chris Webber, you know. They feel like, you know what I'm saying, defaming his name, which it is. It is defaming his name. But at the same time, you kind of have to get ahead of it before it's too late to stop it. Now, again, these are rumors that have been floating around for a long time. A lot of people, there's a people that have been talking about this. But again, because of AI, they generate these channels. Next thing you know, all you see is so much rumor stuff saying, oh, this person had did something with this person's wife. The baby is his. Like stuff like that. Like it's crazy out here, man. Saying that Chris Webber, he getting sued by Doug Christie and stuff. Like all these rumors out here. So he got every right to be mad and want to sue, but it's gonna be hard to try to do all that, wasting your money. And most of the people who are talking about it are AI generated. It's all AI. It ain't real. It's a robot. It's technology making the rumors up. The only person that really talked on it was Corey Holcomb. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't even really speak on it like he knew about it. So it's like, it's all effed up in so many different angles. But I feel like C-Web just need to go on, just go and put it out there. Just go on and address it. Just say, ain't nothing happened, period, and call it the end. Ain't nothing happened, and that's the end. Like, if it's all lies, it's all lies. Everything else is unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? But we finna go and get up out of here, man, for the day. I appreciate y'all fucking with the deep thought. We finna go and get up out of here, man. I will see y'all in the next live, next video, whatever y'all want to call it. I want to play this song here. We're gonna dedicate that song to this situation though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why I be fucking with you. Was it the liquor that makes me act blind? Times that I'm with her, anonymous pictures of other niggas trying to kiss her. Will I love her or shall I diss her? I'm sick of the scandalous shit I deal with, trying to paint a perfect picture. My memories of jealousy no longer carefree, cause so much bullshit your girlfriends keep telling me. I'm on tour, but now my bedroom's an open door. So it got me thinking, what am I trying for? When I was young, I was so very dumb, eager to please. A little trick on a mission, trying to get him a piece. Me and my niggas are stub niggas, forming no drug dealers. We don't love bitches and believe they don't love niggas. I gotta blame my attraction, but you became a distraction, a threat to my paper stacking. I thought you changed, but now I know. Can't turn a hoe into a housewife, baby. There you go.
Should've never trusted you from the jump. You disgust me so much. You made me look like Willie Luck.
with your ready-made plans. Did you shake your man yet? The jury sell him. Did you tell him how I make you wet? I can't forget when we met, conservative but freaky, irresistible, critical, positive but sneaky. It's a shame we played games so many nights. You squeezed me tight, but in my mind I knew it wasn't right. But out of sight is out of mind is how I thought of you. I can't compare with no sentimental value. Your nigga wig if he knew the things you done to me. His little sweetie scooped up so easily, but never me. But I was lost in the things you did. Out of my six, telling me how much you wanted my kids. But love don't love nobody, feelings change. Guess you had to rearrange, and there you go.
There you go, like a hole again. There you go, there you go. There you go, like a hole again. There you go, there you
These
go.
silly bitches got this game twisted. So I ain't really tryna claim bitches. Niggas who don't hang can put your D on the same bitches. That be the main bitches who say they loyal. Promise to do some things. Kill for you, but make that go for you. Truly, you babe. But that ain't moving out in my crib. When I can see from the door, she sure ain't shit. But you in love with her. Head to the club with her. And when you stuck, she up like an ordinary dog.
See your friend, I know. Your whole MO's preoccupied with mostly getting clown after clown, town coast to coast. See, I've been trying to stay away from sluts like you. Got me turned off completely by that shiesty shit that you do. Knew from jump, yo aim straight through them spandex, don't front, just name spots on your body for me to touch while you clutch this game. I keep flowing like H2O, it ain't nothing for me to say while you keep acting like a hoe. But there you go.
There you go, like a hole again. There you go, there you go. There you go, like a hole again.
We up out of here, man. I will see y'all in the next live stream. I appreciate y'all running the live up, man. I appreciate that, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Deep Talk, man. Shout out to Forgotten Kings TV for the video, man. Peace and one love.